So by the end of this video, you guys will have an updated knowledge or a better understanding of how Etsy SEO works. Get your listings ranked on page 1. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Etsy video. Today it's a long-awaited topic of Etsy SEO. That is a tongue twister, try and say that 3 times fast. So, I have some notes on my phone here, which as you can probably see means that I'm not filming on my phone anymore. I'm filming on the Canon G7X Mark III. I'm so lucky to have been able to afford this camera. It's amazing. So I hope you guys notice a definite upgraded video format that they are coming in. So I do have some notes. In this video, I am not going to be telling you anything that Etsy doesn't already tell you themselves. All I'm going to be basically doing is translating it into layman's terms and terms that you can understand, because I know all you lovely Etsy sellers and shop owners out there don't always have time to sit and read the Etsy handbook cover to cover, if you like, or a virtual cover to cover. We're going to be getting into it now. So the 7 main factors of Etsy search, if you like. Basically, they are split into 2 phases: query matching and ranking. So, query matching is this, and I'm just going to read directly from the handbook. When a customer enters a search query on Etsy, we look at the titles, tags, categories and attributes that you've added to find matching keywords. And make sure, guys, that you are using those attributes. Steph says so. Using all 13 tags, adding a variety to your tags, adding all the relevant attribute options, and categorizing your items as specifically as you can may all help increase the chance that your listings will match with a query. So basically, if a customer types in brown train badge 30mm, I don't know where that came from, if your listing has any of those in there, they will come up in the big long list that comes back to Etsy when they're searching for that particular item. But however, phase 2 is this: ranking. And ranking is probably one of the massive things that you guys out there, it's just a mystery. Maybe you guys think that query matching might have something to do with it, but basically, if you are having trouble getting traffic to your shop, 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be the ranking and how you rank in the list of searches that comes back to Etsy when the customer searches in a query. So, ranking is as follows. Once we've gathered all of the listings that match a buyer's query, we use the information that we have about each listing and shop, so not just your listing, it's your shop as a whole as well, to rank the listings so people browsing Etsy see the items that they are most likely to purchase earlier on in the search. So it doesn't mean that you're just not going to be on the search at all. What it does mean is that the shops that are going to be shown earlier up in the search or higher up in the search are the ones where Etsy feels like they are most likely to buy those products. Because at the end of the day, Etsy wants to make money and they want you to make money and succeed on their platform. So as follows comes 7 factors that affect your ranking. Now, this is direct from the horse's mouth, so don't think that, you know, you've seen so many Etsy experts, SEO experts and things like that come back to you and say you have to do this and you have to do that, because at the end of the day, if we were all Etsy experts, or if those Etsy SEO experts were truly Etsy SEO experts, then go and find their shops, have a look and see if they are making 30,000 sales a year, because believe me, with the amount of traffic that Etsy can bring you and the possibilities that it offers, you can so definitely make those kind of sales on Etsy if you are truly a SEO expert. So factor number 1 out of the 7 is relevancy. I'm going to read again from the Etsy handbook. If those keywords are an exact match for your query, your listing may be ranked higher in results because it's seen as more relevant in the search. So guys, what that basically means is that if you are using an exact match, so let's say you are literally putting in brown train badge 30mm, then you will be above someone that is just putting in brown 3cm train badge, or brown train badge, or train badge white, or train badge blue. So just make sure that, you know, if you are doing your keyword research and you find a keyword that's getting so many hits and it's a golden nugget, make sure to put that exact query in your listings. I've seen so many experts say that it doesn't matter what order, the keywords are in the titles. No, just make sure, or test it out, copy the listing, test it out. Make sure that you please put that exact match in your listing. Etsy has said this. Etsy says exact matches trump non-exact matches. So, ran over. Factor number 2 is listing quality score. When a buyer searches on Etsy, our goal is to help them find items that they want to purchase. To do this, Etsy looks at clues from the actual shoppers to determine whether a listing is appealing and meets their expectations once they click. We look at how well a listing converts, how many people view it, and then make a purchase. So, guys, if you're putting your listings up and you are, you're not properly looking at them and you're just going, oh, well, I'll list that up now, I'll go back in a couple of days time or a week's time and edit it to how I really want it. No, guys, put it in your draft section. Only list things once you have been through them and you know that they are going to convert, because Etsy monitors it. When you put your listings up on Etsy or when you publish them, Etsy will look at them. They will monitor how customers interact and they give it a score based on that interaction. Now, if you get lots of views but no buys and no favorites, Etsy's probably thinking, well, okay, there's something about that listing that makes people click on it but don't buy. Now, if your listing gets 2 sales and 5 favorites in the first 30 minutes of it being listed, you can bet your bottom dollar that your listing will time and time again come up high in those search results. And I bet you any money you like that if you have a listing that is like that, it's probably going to end up being one of your best sellers. So guys, please make sure that before you list your items, they are customer worthy, they are drool worthy, they make the customer want to buy them. Factor number 3 is recency. When a listing is created, it gets a small temporary boost in search results so that Etsy search can learn more about how buyers interact with it to determine the listing's quality score. Renewed listings get a similar, though smaller, boost. Guys, if you're out there trying to just renew your listings over and over again, it will not work. Please just take a look at your listing, change at least a couple of things that, put your shopper's mindset in and go into the listing as if you're someone completely new buying, you don't own the shop, you are just someone looking for that item. Just make sure to go into your listing and properly optimize it for shoppers. If it's confusing, if it's not obvious what you get with the listing, if you don't show your packaging, if you don't show the items from multiple angles, please make sure that you fix that. You are selling this mug, customers cannot see said mug. You have it in front of you. You know how amazing this handmade mug is. Customers do not. Make sure that you show that in your listing, photographs, descriptions, reviews, all those types of things. So, with the recency factor, what they do is it does go back to the previous point where they talked about they monitor how people react with your listing when you first list it up. Now, if your listing is recent, it does get that boost. And the reason why it gets that boost, I assume, is that so Etsy, gives it a fair test. They put it right up there in the first, maybe second or first pages, I'm not sure, of the search results, so that they give it a fair chance. You've just listed this lovely mug and if it goes to page 18, it's not going to get a very fair search, whereas if it goes to page 1 or 2 for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, no one really knows how long it actually is. It might change every day, who knows, but Etsy will definitely give it some kind of boost to see how customers react to it. And at the end of the day, if you put your listing up there and it's not properly optimized, it's just going to slump and sink. So please make sure that before you list items on Etsy that you've been through your stats and you've seen what keywords work for your shop and what items are being searched for that you don't have, or maybe even go back in your conversations and see if people have asked you for specific things. List those items. Guys, you have clues in your Etsy dashboard as to what will sell. So that's my 2 cents worth about that. Factor number 3 is customer and market experience score. We give each shop a customer and market experience score and factor it into search placement. Getting great reviews, having complete shop policies and adding an about section positively impacts your search ranking, while recent, recent cases opened against your shop and intellectual property infringement issues can hurt your search rankings. So guys, you are basically given a shop score, which pretty much means that if you are, you know, copying copyrighted items, or you're copying other people's work, or you know, you have a lot of cases opened up against you, maybe you're continuously shipping things late or things like that, Etsy will listen, they will watch your shop, they will think, well, although they have some great listings and things like that, we're not going to promote this shop, because at the end of the day, we can't promote a shop. We'll be hurting our own reputation as Etsy if we're going to promote a shop that is more than likely to make customers angry, or they're not going to be satisfied with the product that they receive. So guys, it's not the be all and end all. You know, if you've had cases opened up in the last year, 2 years, you know, if things weren't delivered on time, maybe you're in the UK and the buyer was based in the USA, don't worry about it. Just please make sure that you are learning from the cases, you are doing everything you can for the customer, and sometimes you just can't win with customers. Sometimes you just have to let things go, learn from them, draw a line in the sand and just carry on. But don't worry, Etsy does physically say that it's recent cases. So factor number 5 is postage price. Now, this is quite a new thing, so I'm going to read exactly again what they say in the Etsy handbook. As of July the 30th, 2019, which is this year, the most visible spots in United States search results are reserved for listings that deliver for free, or shops that offer a US free delivery guarantee to shoppers in the US. So basically, you get a good bump in search if you're offering free shipping to the US, or free shipping over a spend of $35 or more. You can actually update this in your Etsy dashboard now, so don't worry about it. You don't have to go in and edit every single one of your listings. However, there was very mixed reactions about this when they announced it at the end of July. Now, it is bittersweet. I personally found it a good thing, because I noticed that, you know, where my sales were slowing or slumping was in the US, and I really liked the idea that there was something I could do to boost the results in the USA. Now, I understand that a lot of shops will not be able to do this. You sell bigger items. Me, myself, I sell jewelry, so I'm able to do this easily. However, I would implore you to test it out for a week and just see how you go. I have a Etsy Facebook support group, which I'll always link down below if you would like to join. But in there was a few people that messaged me and said, I am seeing a real increase in my USA sales. You know, for 18 months or more, they have just completely gone off the map and slumped. I'm only being seen in the UK search results. And as soon as this was released and people were trying it out, clicking that little button and saying, okay, yeah, I'll give people free delivery to the USA, they saw an increase instantly in sales. And that is bizarre to me. The fact of we all have the power in our Etsy dashboard to just click a button to get those USA orders back again, it's just amazing. So for me, it's kind of bittersweet. For people to get a $35 spend in my shop, they have to buy at least 2 items, and I send my items via airmail, which is, I believe, about $3.99, something like that. So I could offer that, you know, if people are buying 2 items of mine, they usually buy 3, but I could offer that myself. And how I did it was that I increased the amount that my items cost, and I made sure to at least include about a £2 to £3 postage in all of my items. Now, what that means is that I can upgrade to first class signed for, even special next day in certain circumstances, so I'm not losing out on postage. So guys, if you're feeling really angry about this, I understand. However, please focus your energy on trying to, you know, make it work for your shop. Try and change your prices up a bit. If you haven't changed your prices in over a year, guys, it's time for you to review your pricing. It's time for you to inflate those prices, because hey, everything is going up in price. Even a bottle of milk is going up in price. UK problems, not enough milk for cups of tea. But anyway, so guys, just please make sure that you have a look and really research it first. I hope that helped you out a little bit. I kind of put my 2 cents worth in there as well. If you like this video, please subscribe below. There's lots and lots of really cool Etsy videos coming up that will help you get your shop to a full-time level like I am. I love you all. Leave a comment below, say hi, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!